Today's story is about a guy named Saifo and a decision he made that looked exciting in the moment, but came back to teach him a very heavy lesson. And if you've ever been torn between what feels good now and what makes sense long-term, you'll recognize yourself somewhere in this episode.
Let's set the scene. Saifo is dating Thandika. And Thandika isn't just doing well. She's doing amazingly. She's a businesswoman. She's got the kind of life people point at and say, that's goals. Nice cars, a beautiful home, companies that actually make money. But here's the thing that matters most. She genuinely loves Saifo.
Exactly. She isn't just wealthy. She's supportive. She believes in him. If he says he wants to try something new, she's encouraging. If he's dreaming big, she's not laughing at him, she's backing him. That kind of partnership is rare, whether there's money involved or not.
So you think Saifo is sorted, right? But then life does what life does. Saifo meets Nomusa.
Nomusa is older than him, and her life is the opposite of Thandika's. Nomusa is trying to survive. She works long days at a small market stall. No fancy lifestyle, no big connections, no spare cash. And yet, she's giving Saifo what little she has.
That's where it gets complicated, because Nomusa starts buying him small gifts. Not expensive things, but consistent. She'll give him money even when she barely has enough for herself. And Saifo starts feeling seen. He starts feeling like, wow, this person really sacrifices for me.
And you know how dangerous that can be, right? When someone's attention hits you like a spotlight. Especially if you're used to a relationship that's stable and calm. Saifo mistakes intensity for depth.
And he convinces himself that Nomusa understands him better.
Which is wild, because Thandika has been understanding him this whole time. But Saifo starts chasing that new feeling, that fresh energy. The problem with fresh is it doesn't always last.
His friends see it coming. They warn him. They're like, Saifo, think about what you're doing. This isn't just dating. This is your future. Don't throw away something solid for something that's just exciting.
But Saifo doesn't want advice. He wants permission. And when friends don't clap for your decision, you call them haters.
So he breaks up with Thandika, just like that, and he chooses Nomusa.
People are shocked. Not because Nomusa isn't worthy as a person, but because the move doesn't add up. Thandika loved him, supported him, and offered stability. Saifo walks away from all of it.
In the beginning, Saifo feels like he's won. He feels free. Nomusa is affectionate. She's attentive. She's constantly showing him that he matters. And for a while, he loves that.
But life doesn't run on affection alone. Rent doesn't accept hugs. Groceries don't care about sweet words.
Nomusa's income is small. It's not even enough for her to live comfortably on her own. Never mind carrying another adult. And now Saifo is in a relationship where survival is part of the daily conversation.
And here's the part Saifo didn't plan for. He thought Nomusa's giving meant she would always provide for him. But she was giving from struggle, not from abundance. You can't build a future on somebody's last coins.
So Saifo has to step up, and not in a let me spoil you, baby kind of way. In a we need to make this work, because there's no cushion kind of way. He starts working harder, contributing more, carrying more responsibility than he imagined.
And while Saifo is adjusting to this new reality, Thandika is out there doing what she's always done, building, healing, growing, not collapsing because a man left her. She focuses on her career, expands her business, and becomes even more successful.
Years pass, and then one day, Saifo sees Thandika again. It's at a community event.
And when he sees her, it hits him. She's not bitter. She's not broken. She's not trying to prove anything. She's just thriving, confident, respected. People greet her with admiration, like she's someone whose presence brings value.
That's a painful mirror, because suddenly Saifo has to face the truth. He didn't choose based on wisdom. He chose based on a feeling, a temporary wave.
He realizes he was chasing a kind of attention, not building a partnership. And I think that's the key point. Attention can be loud, but it doesn't always mean someone is right for you.
Now, Saifo also understands something else. Even though his choice made life harder, He doesn't hate Nomusa. He doesn't regret helping her through tough times. He's not looking back thinking, I wasted my life.
Right. The lesson isn't choose the person with money. That's not it. The lesson is, don't confuse short-term excitement with long-term compatibility. Don't confuse gifts with values. Don't confuse being pursued with being loved.
Because real relationships are built on trust, respect, and shared direction. You can be with someone rich and still be unhappy. You can be with someone struggling and still build something beautiful. But there has to be honesty, stability, and a shared plan.
Saipho learned that making big life decisions purely from emotion is like driving fast with your eyes closed. You might feel brave for a second, but the crash is coming.
So, what does he do after that moment of realization?
He chooses growth. He starts working on his own life, not just surviving. He starts thinking longer term. He becomes more careful about what he values and why. And maybe, for the first time, he stops letting the loudest feeling make the decision for him.
And for anyone listening, here's a question to sit with. Are you choosing your relationships based on what builds you or based on what entertains you?
Because the truth is, excitement fades. Money changes. Circumstances flip. But character, respect, and shared values. That's what holds when life gets real.
That's the story of Saipho, a man who followed attention, found reality, and came out wiser. And if you're in a decision season right now, maybe his lesson can save you some years.
Thanks for listening. Until next time, choose what lasts.